What's up, guys? Welcome to Season 3, Episode 2 of the Monday Night Wars.
You got it right.
I am Chad Talks. And joining me, as always, is Jmack Gaming. I always get it right. What are you talking about?
Do I need to make a supercut? Oh my god, that'd be so fun. If I just went down every episode that we've ever released and just cut the intros into one video and just have a supercut of 15 minutes of just you going, you doing the intro because I don't remember the intro.
Yeah. That'd be funny.
No, it wouldn't.
Funny.
It'd be funny if you did more shit, you know? It'd be like if you did, remember that one time where you pulled your pants down and then you read the script off your butt?
No.
You forgot that one? That was episode episode 69.
Oh, no, that's not true. I've never done that.
Chad, remember you came over and we did it in the TW house and I pulled my pants down and I had the transcript on my left cheek and you just read it right there?
No.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were medicated. Huh.
Do the show, you weirdo.
I'm not the weirdo.
You're a weirdo.
Dude, this is blasphemy. I'm being blackballed. I'm being what's the word I'm looking for here, Chad? Let's look at the locker room controls. While I have segments booked for this, you only can do this before. That's some horse shit. Chad, Sean Stasiak. He's in the ring for the first time in 9 months. He's taking on Devin Storm and gets a 79 here.
Yeah.
The former pre-show champion of the world, Sean Stasiak, hits an inverted DDT on poor little Devin Storm. The better Storm, as people are saying right now, he's better than Lance. The people are saying.
Listen, people would never say that.
Have you asked the people?
I don't need to ask the people. I know.
Interesting. Okay.
Interesting.
Oh my god, this show. Why did I rate Frankie Kazarian on fucking mic skills here? Holy Lord. Triple H makes his way down to the ring though, Chad, right? Okay, he was the number, he was the last, he was the big revealing. He was the big reveal for the draft picks for Monday Night Raw. And he says the King of Kings is here on Monday Night Raw to make an impact. You know, SmackDown was his bread and butter over there, but now, you know, he was picked by Vince McMahon to make his claim here on Monday Night Raw, and the King of Kings, and then the Kings of the Mountain come out, Chad. And Frankie Kazarian says the only kings here are ourselves right here. Me, Frankie Kazarian, Teddy Hart, Jimmy Jacobs, and our boy Jeff Jarrett. Those are the only kings here. You're just and maybe King Ikea, and you know, maybe, but you're just a fake king. You know, you're a nobody. You're just a makeshift, made up Disney king. All right, you're just a fucking character. We are real kings. All right, we're kings in the ring. We're kings of the Billboard charts. Have you ever heard our song Dixie? No, you haven't. Oh, yes, you have, because we're number one. We have all this radio airplay. We are radio. We are rock stars. We are the true kings, Triple H. Now, if you want to call yourself kings of the kings, how about you get in the ring with me, Frankie Kazarian, and you put your money where your mouth is, Triple H. And Triple H is like, I don't know who your music. I don't know what you guys are musically, let alone wrestling wise. I don't know who the fuck you guys are. Who are you? Who the hell is Jimmy Jacobs? Who is that pasty little kid over there in the corner? Teddy Hart, you're the worst Hart of them all. I wrestle them all. And Frankie Kazarian, who the hell? Why are you looking like that in this picture over here, buddy? I'm going to get in the ring. I'm going to not break a sweat. I'm going to hit the fucking Ace Crusher, and I'm going to prove to you and to prove to everyone here, you know, I didn't really want my Raw debut to go against some nobody, but the King of Kings is going to show why he's the King of Kings. Triple H Kazarian in our main event, Chad.
Should be a banger. Oh, the Brothers of Construction.
Did you just enter a airport terminal? What the hell?
My refrigerator's making noise.
Jesus Christ, that thing's yelling at you. Ah.
Anyway.
The Brothers of Constructions defeat the Quebecers in 15:28 when Bull pins Carvajo with a guillotine leg drop. Unfortunately, have you ever seen the guillotine leg drop by Bull Buchanan? That thing is insane.
I have to imagine it's. I mean, listen, it's probably not as big as Psychosis's guillotine leg drop.
I'm not gonna let you talk if that fucking fridge. You better unplug that motherfucker.
I don't know how to unplug my fridge.
But yeah, I always go to road agent notes for your injuries. I don't know why I do them for mine.
Oh no, who got hurt?
Yeah, unfortunately, the push seems to be over for the Brothers of Construction as Dozer sustained a severe concussion.
Oh no!
He forgot his hard hat.
That's why you always wear your hard hat when you're on a construction site.
Unfortunately, Dozer in their first ever match sustains a severe concussion. The push is over. The run's over.
That's unfortunate.
Kurt Angle says, "Well, that's why you were." Now he's
got
a broken freaking.
I have a broken freaking neck.
I would have had that hard hat on right now. But he's just watching this next match because he's a little sad. The story of Kurt Angle in the save is very good wrestler, gets a tag team. That tag team member leaves. Shawn Michaels, DX, and now John Cena. He got drafted to SmackDown. He gets left alone. He's really sad about it. He's really sad about all his teammates leaving, and he's watching this next match because maybe this next match he could find his new member of Team Angle. Well, the next match is Bryan Danielson taking on Sonny Siaki in 14:55. Bryan Danielson wins with the cattle mutilation.
Wild. Oh, I already see where this is going. I'm pumped for this. Sonny Siaki and Shawn Michaels, or sorry, that was Daniel Bryan's old mentor. Sonny Siaki and Kurt Angle. Oh, hell yeah!
Oh man. Yeah, where? Never mind. Danielson gets a big win at 14:55. PJ Black is here and he's back with Stephanie McMahon. Chad, what the hell's going on here? Last time we saw these two together, PJ Black super kicked her.
So absence make the heart grow fonder, I guess.
What the hell?
She's just trying to kick it with PJ Black again. What
the hell's going on here, Chad? He's taking on Jay Bradley.
Oh.
Who's mugshot? What the fuck's going on here, Jay Bradley? I forgot to send him down to developmental, so he gets a big match here. And
big match.
Got a 39, so maybe you're not ready yet, brother. After the match at Lenny Lane, he's backstage. It was always a boyhood dream to come to WCW and win a championship. It was always a boyhood dream to main event Starrcade and wrestle the guys like Ric Flair and Randy Savage and the Shockmaster, and all the big names in WCW in history. And you know what? I never got that chance. They didn't believe in me. And that seems like it's a running issue over there in WCW. But now I come to WWF and I'm given a new lease on life. I'm given a new career in the ring. I feel like I finally have people behind me, finally people that believe in me, and now finally I have people out there in the crowd that believe in me. Now let's just take a trip down memory lane. WrestleMania 17, 50,000 in front, or in the crowd at the Astrodome. 1, 2, 3. Lenny Lane becomes the new European champion. It's not Starrcade. Little 8-year-old Lenny Lane, it's not Starrcade. But now that I've grown up, I see that WrestleMania is much better than Starrcade. It's a much bigger stage. And I finally won a championship on the biggest stage of them all. But then JB, what are you doing back there, brother?
choking on this promo.
But
I'd be respectful, but
last week, JBL had to blindside me and attack me. And then he challenged. I had to defend my belt again, and I beat him 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. What? Look, this is the greatest run Lenny Lane's ever been on. JBL, if you want to blindside me and attack me, how about you could have just asked me for a match. I would have loved to beat you in the middle of the ring again. So how about a Backlash? The first pay-per-view that's one brand exclusive. The first ever one in this whole save that is brand exclusive. How about we do it one more time? One last dance. JBL, Lenny Lane. If you really want my title, I'm happy. I'm a fighting champion. I'm Lenny Lane. I'm doing this just because I love the business. Lenny Lane, JBL, one final dance. And maybe once I beat you one more time, maybe I'll call myself the wrestling god. That flows. That comes off the tongue. The wrestling god, Lenny Lane. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Lenny Lane out. Thank you for coming down this trip of memory lane.
what a ride.
What a ride down memory lane with Lenny Lane.
What a ride.
I don't even remember what this fucking promo was for.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not even sure what he just said.
What do you... No, this one right here. What do you mean? How did you forget about Lenny Lane?
He just said so much. I had to soak it all in.
Yeah, we move on. I don't remember what that was for.
That's Christian and Alex Wright. They were all there.
It's to build Alex Wright and Christian, but I do not remember why the fuck that happened. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, Kashimoto defeats Joy Matthews in 1505 with a figure 4 leg lock. Kaiji Muto makes his Raw debut, Chad.
Ooh, huge.
How do you feel about Kaiji Muto being here on Monday Night Raw?
Big get.
It's a big get. People are talking about, Scott Steiner, Psychosis, that's the big get. No, I think Kaiji Muto is the big get.
I don't know about all that, but
Oh.
big get.
Speaking of big gets, Kishi, the winner, the King of the Mountain ladder briefcase match, defeats Scott Vick in 1508 with a big splash. Big Quiche.
Oh, Vic boy.
Grabs the mic. He says, hey, look at this big championship. And look at these big cheeks. And he slaps his big cheeks. He says, at any time, these big cheeks can cash in this big briefcase for a world title match. And it doesn't matter on what title, on what brand, on what champion, after what match, where they're dressed up in, what time it is, it doesn't matter. The Big Quiche has a brand new lease. He's got a title match opportunity whenever the Big Quiche wants. And whatever the Big Quiche wants, the Big Quiche gets. So anyone in the locker room back there on Raw, anyone watching on SmackDown, hell, anyone watching on Nitro or Thunder, keep your belts close to you when you sleep tonight, because the Big Quiche could cash in.
Oh, we're sleeping?
Doesn't matter. It's a gimmick,
no.
Chad. It's a gimmick here. Anytime, brother. Our co-main event of the night, Mark Henry defeats Carlito in 5:34 with a death from above. Mark Henry going on a little rampage against the poor Shining Stars here. Oh, my. Put Sean Davari in there instead of Stasiak. What an idiot I am. Well, Sean Davari clearly enjoyed having the freedom to go off script and performed well.
Yeah. He said, hello, I'm Sean Stasiak. I'd imagine he just goes, well, as you can all see, I am not Sean Stasiak.
Last week I made my return after 9 months of being out with injury, and my name's Sean Davari. Fuck my ass. I can't even do this promo anymore because he's not even here. Our main event.
Triple H and Kazarian have great chemistry.
Oh, sick.
That might have saved you.
Yeah, I think it did. Triple H being hurt didn't help.
Good.
But he still got a 97.
Yeah.
So I think the chemistry and the injury canceled each other out. So Triple H defeats Frankie Kazarian in 1809 with a pedigree, busting out the pedigree for the first time.
Oh, hell yeah.
And celebrates in the ring to end WF Monday Night Raw. This was a bad Raw. The promo right before that main event did not help. 80s. I get a blue number. That's all I care about. Fuck you, Sean Daivari. I'm gonna fire him.
Just call him Daivari.
No, I'm gonna send him down. We'll see.
Fire him.
Why are you yelling?
I'm not yelling. Hey, my refrigerator stopped. I unplugged it.
No, you're gonna burn all your food.
I don't have any food in there. All right, we are here with Nitro, the second Nitro of season 3, Justin. And what a show we have for you tonight.
This show, I grabbed my magic 8-ball. I shook it. And I said, "Is this Nitro gonna be good?" And I shook it, and it said, "Ask again later." So I have no idea what's gonna happen here, Chad. I couldn't tell you.
Interesting. We'll see here in a second.
Yeah, Chad. Anything you want to talk about before we get into this?
No.
Cool. Good job, Chad.
No, I don't. And a pre-show bout with subpar wrestling and exceptional crowd heat. Oh, non-existent crowd heat. Sean O'Haire.
Exceptional crowd heat. You thought the opener of the pre-show between Butterbean and Sean O'Haire would have the crowd on their fucking hands and feet like Okada Omega at New Japan Wrestle. Are you out of your damn mind?
In a barbed wire Japan match, whatever that is.
Oh my, Chad.
Oh, did he hit him with a Widowmaker? Oh, that's my favorite beer.
Cool.
Next match. Oh, we got a tag team pre-show bout. And about that, subpar wrestling a little heat, Bubba Ray and Devon defeated Bob Sapp and Madman Pondo.
Oh my god, Bob Sapp, bro.
I'm more impressed that they fucking hit a deadly death drop on Bob Sapp.
I'm surprised Bob Sapp didn't injure everyone in this match, including himself and Madman Pondo.
Yeah, same. All right, we have a hey yo. Now tonight, I'm out here to put over my big championship match at Spring Stampede. Now it's gonna be me, Scott Hall, taking on Chris Jericho, and Kevin Nash. He's one of my best friends. And listen, we don't always see eye to eye. Sometimes we fight. But Mick Foley, he has to be Chris Jericho's little lapdog, his little bitch. So if he's gonna be ringside for Jericho, well, Nash is gonna be ringside with me. Now listen, Jericho, you tried to get in my head. You tried to say I was the only member of the original NWO who hasn't won a world title yet. And listen, that's true. I haven't won a world title yet. Let's get one thing clear. If you think that's going to stop me, if you think that's going to get in my head, if you think that's going to put me down, you got another thing coming. Because Chris, there have been a long list of men who have wanted to shut you up for a while now. They haven't been able to. You're a prick, but I'm the bad guy. And I'm going to show you exactly what it means to be a bad guy. You see, Jericho, people boo you, and they want you to go away. I was the bad guy that people wish they could be. You see, Jericho, I'm the reason why you even have a paycheck in this company. Me and Kevin Nash, we've been paving the way for the boys to get a big payday since we came here. You should be thanking us. If I gotta teach you some respect, I gotta teach you some respect for the history of the business, then I will. At Spring Stampede, Jericho, I'm gonna hit you with a razor's edge, and I'm gonna take that world title from you. And then Jericho comes out, and Mick Foley, he's carrying Jericho's belt because, of course, Mick Foley is Chris Jericho's personal assistant. And Jericho, he says he's laughing all the way down to the ring. He says, "First of all, Scott, thanks for inviting me on your shitty talk show. It's no highlight reel, but, it'll do, I guess. Listen, I'm on the show, which makes it, way better and more exclusive and legit than any hey-o you've ever had. Hall, listen, you want to talk about respect for the future of the business, respect for the industry. Listen, The only respect that needs to be shown is you respecting me. You see, Hall, the reason why you haven't won a world championship, it's not because you haven't been given opportunities. It's because you suck, Scott. And at Spring Stampede, I'm gonna prove it. You're the third member of the NWO for a reason. All right, and that's because Nash and Hogan, they've always overshadowed you. They've always been better than you. And Hall, if you think I'm scared of the third guy, you're sadly mistaken. You're like the middle child, Scott Hall, that people don't really care about. I'm going to prove exactly that at Spring Stampede. I retain my world championship. And Nash says, well, you know what? Tonight, one of our friends, Six, is in the main event against your personal assistant, Mick Foley. And why don't you watch closely in the ring, because Six is going to do to Mick what Scott Hall's going to do to you at Spring Stampede. And Jericho says, yeah, listen, we already know about the match. And I told Mick Foley that if he loses that match tonight, I'm going to fire him. If you think for a second I'm worried about the outcome of this match, you got another thing coming, because either Six gets embarrassed by my assistant Mick Foley, or I get to fire Mick Foley. It's a win-win for me. And at Spring Stampede, it's another win-win for me when I beat Scott Hall and retain my WCW World Heavyweight Championship.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. And we've got a tag team match. Our tag team champions with great chemistry, Shane Douglas and Taz, the Paul Heyman guys, taking on the Headbangers, Justin. It took us, it was a big legal battle to get the rights to the Headbangers, but we finally got it. And so here we are. The Headbangers are back. Glenn and Chaz are no more. The Headbangers are here in their place. And in a decent match, Shane Douglas and Taz defeat the Headbangers when Shane Douglas pinned Mosh with a belly-to-belly suplex.
Hell yeah, Jen.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
After the match, Shane Douglas sustained a blown eardrum. Oh my God, the Headbangers banged too hard. The music was too loud. After the match, Shane Douglas selling his bad eardrum. Planet Ahmed came out and they beat down the Paul Heyman guys, Justin.
Oh, Big Daddy V and D'Lo Brown.
And Ahmed, they attacked the Heyman guys. And then after the match, Debbie Malenko, or after the angle, we go backstage, Debbie Malenko in China. You know, there was a poll that came out, and it said, who is the best women's wrestler on the WCW roster? And Justin, Debbie Malenko barely squeaked out the win over China. So Debbie comes over to China, and she says, you know, China, you've been the women's champion for a few months now, and you got to ask, the chase for the title is way more compelling than your actual run. You see, China, you haven't really done anything since winning the belt. I mean, yeah, you've been winning, but we all knew you were going to win. I would like to see what would happen if you put that belt on the line one more time against Debbie Malenko, a woman who is voted by the WCW fans as the most talented women's wrestler in this company. What do you say, China? And China says, listen, anytime, anywhere, if you want a match for this championship, you got it, Debbie. And Debbie Malenko says, interesting. All right. I'll go talk to Hogan, and maybe we can make that match official. Yes, we setting up down the line Debbie Malenko versus China, perhaps.
Yeah. Hopefully. That's the match I've been clamoring for since the beginning of the division.
And speaking of matches people are clamoring for, Taka, Benoit, and RVD, they square off at the pay-per-view in a triple threat. But tonight, they face off in a six-man tag, teaming together. And about the head, good wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd. Taka, Benoit, and RVD defeat the XWO and Sabu, Sandman, and Stevie Richards. And Benoit pins Sandman with a dragon suplex.
What a match.
What a match.
What a match, Chad. Ooh.
After the match, Hulk Hogan, he comes down and he says, it's been official, brother. Owen Hart from Thunder takes on the newest signee of WCW, and I'm so excited. I can't wait for you fans to see who it is. Listen, brother, I've had to do a lot. I removed the pool table from Nash and Hall's locker room and put it in this person's locker. They got their own locker room, their own car that takes them to show. Like, we're pulling out all the stops for this guy because he's a big deal, brother. And you fans are going to absolutely love our signee. I've got no doubt. I gotta put it over. But while we're here, I want to make a match at Spring Stampede, brother. We're gonna get Debbie Malenko versus Chyna for the WCW Women's Championship, Jack. Spring Stampede shaping up to be a great pay-per-view.
Yeah, is it though?
I mean,
is it? So. Is it?
Who's the mystery guy, Justin?
All right, well, fucking who knows? who knows, Chad?
And we've got another tag team match. The Road Warriors are debuting to Nitro. The FBI, and in a decent match, the FBI defeat the Road Warriors when Little Guido submitted Road Warrior Animal with the Sicilian Crab.
Yeah, Little Guido and Sophia are an awkward pairing, Chad. They have no chemistry.
Well, listen, after the match, the FBI with their manager, Sophia, because she's dating Johnny Stamboli, they all celebrate in the ring after their big win. Listen, the FBI is here.
Yeah, Chad, knock, knock, knock. You better open your door. The FBI are here. They're going to arrest you. You know what you did back in '94. You know what you did.
I was just born. And we got a match. We got a. All right, Justin and Figger are making fun of me in a group chat. I said I look like the freaking kid from the Fairly Odd Parents with the boil. I think I look like Elmer, Justin. Show some respect.
Yeah, you do.
Anyway, and about the Head Superb Wrestling, these two men were a part of they wrestled, and about the Head Superb Wrestling in Great Heat, Bret Hart defeated Canyon with a sharpshooter.
Yep.
And after the match, he says, "Listen, Goldberg, you and we couldn't get the job done in that triple threat match. But listen, I'm still looking to fight. I feel like me and you, we still have some business to take care of from that three-way. So how about this, Goldberg, at Spring Stampede? How about we get Bret Hart taking on Goldberg? And Goldberg, he says, you know what, Bret, you're next."
Ooh. We're going to get Bret Hart and Goldberg.
What could possibly go wrong? And we're backstage, and Chris Jericho, he tells Mick, he's like, "Listen, Mick, not enough to just beat Six, all right? If you lose, you're fired. But I don't want you. I'm ordering you to punish Six. I want you to take him out. I want you to send a message about what happens when you mess with Chris Jericho. So you beat him down. You do what you have to do. I made the match a no disqualification match for a reason. I want you to send him to the hospital. And if I don't like what you've done, if it's not violent enough for me, I might just fire you anyway. Do you want your wife and kids to starve because you're fired because daddy isn't as violent as he used to be because daddy didn't do what he was told and didn't listen to Chris Jericho?" No? I suggest you get your ass in that ring. You finish the job. That's Mick Foley and Jericho. And then we got Mick. Oh, this main event sucked.
Yeah,
and a good
match
match
sucked.
And in a good match, Mick Foley defeated Six with a pile driver. He beat Six down. He used weapons. The pile driver was on concrete. He did the job.
He did the job. Yeah, he did, Chad. He did do the job. What a match this was. Six sucks.
Well,
when are you gonna realize that?
Listen. After the match.
Sorry.
After the match, Jericho and Mick Foley, he stands in the ring and Jericho, continues to beat down Six and he says, "What are you doing? Get over here, finish the job." And so, Mickey's begrudgingly beating down Six as well. And then Hall and Nash show up and they run down to the ring and Jericho, turns around. It was all fake out. He grabs the chair that he was beating down Six with and he clunks Scott Hall right in the dome with it, and Kevin Nash, who's already injured, he injured the main event last night last week hurt. He's gonna go check on Hall, but the numbers game of Jericho and Mick Foley, who again was instructed to help beat down Nash, it was just too much. Jericho and Mick Foley, who hated every second of it, beat down the Wolfpack. Good tall to end the show.
What a night show! 80. Wow, tied. Wow. How?
Oh, yeah.
How the fuck did that tie?
I don't know, but I'll take it.
Yeah, you should take it. All right, we'll see you for SmackDown.
And we're here with SmackDown. All right, this one I can't. This is coming out in no time for you, but we've had this booked for a minute. But I've been going down old WCW pay-per-view cards and making us laugh. Because holy hell, how'd this company last as long as it did? With me running the show, it's going to last much longer. It already has.
You know what? I don't fucking, they were just handing out money to everyone, and who fucking knows? I don't really know what the fuck was going on, Chad. I'm swearing a lot in the beginning of this SmackDown. My apologies. Chad just read down some interesting matchups, and I'm just pissed off by him. All right, I'm pissed off. Pissed off. I don't know. Halloween Havoc 95. Shout out Detroit. Let's get into SmackDown. Let's get into the pre-show match of the night. John Cena defeating Gangrel in 9:54 with a spin-out powerbomb. Chad, how do you feel about Gangrel? Were you always
Gangrel? Listen, I mean the Brute's cool. I like vampires growing up.
Were you fanging and banging?
Big count, fanging and banging.
I still fang and bang to this day. Gangrel.
Yeah, me too. Fang and bang till I die. What?
I don't know, man. I'm not built like I was used to be. All right, I'm old now, brother. Fucking Austin comes out, Chad. The big draftee from Monday Night Raw. What? Forgot about that, didn't you? What?
What?
Austin comes out. He gets the mic. He says, "Oh, at WrestleMania, I came in there against all odds and I defeated The Undertaker. I ended the so-called streak. And people were pissed off. People were mad at me. They were throwing shit at me. They were booing me. They were booing Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know what? You think, they asked me about the streak and how could I beat it? You know what I say? I don't give a damn about some I almost swore right there, some streak. Stone Cold he has one thing in his mind in the ring, and that's business, and that's also kicking some ass. Now, Stone Cold came in there and he whooped The Undertaker's ass, and we haven't seen The Undertaker since. And Stone Cold, you know what? Stone Cold. What was I going to say? Oh, no. I'm blanking. Chad, I'm blanking.
I mean, is he talking about how he ended the streak?
You know what? Eric Bischoff comes out and says, "I'm back. And better than that." Hey, Steve, welcome to Friday Night SmackDown. All right, I see you've already well accustomed and you familiarized yourself with cutting promos in the middle of the ring. I hope you enjoy your time here in SmackDown. I was really excited and really honored to draft you over here. You were my number one target, Stone Cold. I saw how you went into the ring and you defeated The Undertaker. But I gotta be honest with you, Stone Cold. I'm not the only one who had an interest with you here in SmackDown. There was a couple people backstage, clamoring and clawing and begging to get in the ring with the Stone Cold Steve Austin. So tonight, I'm going to give one of these men, or I could say a group of these men, their wishes. I'm going to grant their wishes tonight. Stone Cold,
You're a genie.
You make your SmackDown debut tonight against the Macho Man Randy Savage. The fans, they all cheer. And Stone Cold, what the hell are you talking about, the Macho Man? I just defeated The Undertaker. I want a world title match tonight. Psychosis, they call you the chef. Well, I'm going to cook up this ass whooping. I'm gonna walk. Hey, Stone, that's not how it works, Steve Austin. Okay, I know you could run roughshod over on Raw, but you can't. You gotta earn title shots here on SmackDown. That was a Wild West over there on Monday Night Raw. You have to come in here. You got to prove yourself in the squared circle, Steve Austin. Okay, you may have defeated the Undertaker, but that was when you were a Raw superstar. You were brand spanking new here on SmackDown, and you got to earn your shots at world titles matches. So tonight, again, Austin Savage. Better go start getting ready, Stone Cold. Chad, how do you feel about Savage Austin?
In a bag.
We start off tonight. I love this pre-show feature. I love it. I love TEW 2020 so much. I love it. Tajiri defeats Chris Sabin in 15:25 with a brainbuster. Fuck this game, man. Let me have a match with two jobbers and not shit the bed. Why can't I do that? It's my least favorite feature of this fucking game. And I'm going to complain about it every time. Here he comes, Chad. The world's sexiest man, Clyde Flanders, with his girlfriend, Kimberly Page, make their way down to the ring. It's Clyde Flanders' debut match here on SmackDown. He takes on the Godfather. Oh my God, they have great chemistry. Let's go. Chad, let's go right there, buddy.
Clyde Flanders, baby.
What a fucking what a call. Clyde Flanders defeats the Godfather 944 with a pile driver. Clyde Flanders, 1-0 here on SmackDown. And the world's sexiest man, of course, he has to beat the conductor of the hoe train. Is Clyde Flanders going to take all the hoes from the Godfather?
I think he has to. I mean, with a name like that, Clyde Flanders.
The next match of the night. The Faces of Fear. SmackDown's newest tag team take on the TNT boys. The Amazing Red and Tony Mama Luke. Tony Mama Luke would be great in the FBI.
Yeah, I know, right? Give me him. Hire him.
Who would I get in return?
I don't know. Who do you want?
Hulk Hogan.
Deal.
All right, I'll take that all day, every day. Tony Mamaluke for Hulk Hogan, brother. I can't wait to just plug Hogan in just into TNT. Should be Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, Amazing Red. Amazing. I could call it Amazing Red and Yellow.
No. But besides the fact, the Faces of Fear defeat the TNT boys in 15:30 when Barbarian pins the Amazing Red with the Boot of Fear. Chad, are you scared?
Fear. No.
Okay. Well, but then after the match, those little rat fuckers, Chavo Guerrero and Latin Lover, come down and they attack and beat down Megan Barbarian. But they know they can't beat him down. They no-sell the attacks. And Chavo and Latin Lover, they're like, oh shit, and they run away. They scurry away. Megan Barbarian, they stand strong over the attacks from the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Oh, here we go. Chad Roadkill makes his way down to the ring.
Oh hell yeah! Here we go.
And he's walking down to the ring. He's walking down the ramp, and he sees a sign that says "R.I.P. Steve Wright." He grabs the sign and he looks at it. He says, hell yeah, right here, boys. Moment of silence for Steve Wright. He's honoring Steve Wright with this match against Farouk. And again, the pre-show worker thing's just biting me in the butt. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to keep rolling around. Roadkill defeats Farouk in 15-16 with the Amish Bomb. Roadkill gets a big win. Gets a big win, Chad.
Gets a big win.
Gets a big win. Speaking of big wins, the Gentlemen's Club. They're backstage. They're not backstage. They're in New York's finest strip club. They're in the New York's finest gentlemen's club, Chad. All of them just sitting around, smoking cigars, drinking some, liqueurs. And they're just having a good old time. Not everyone's drinking because Randy Savage is in a match tonight. But the boys, they're feeling good. They're looking good. The vibes are strong. These 6 men, man, they're just living large.
Living large and in charge.
Oh, Booker's in a match. Well, Booker's not drinking either, brother. Booker defeats Shane McMahon with a missile dropkick. And then he gets attacked by Perry Saturn. He doesn't get attacked. You know what? He gets attacked on the mic. All right? Because Perry Saturn is like, hey, Booker, you son of a bitch. You think you forgot about me? You think you forgot about the man who had the most defenses of the United States Championship of all time? You forgot about Perry Saturn? Booker, how did you forget about Perry Saturn? Not only is Saturn the second biggest planet in the entire solar system, Perry Saturn's the second biggest superstar on Friday Night SmackDown. Number 1 is definitely Aguila.
Definitely Aguila.
Booker T, you can't just run away. You can't just go hide in some run down, beat down some stinky strip club and just hide. You got to face your challenge. You got to face me. I have my rematch clause, and I'm putting that into effect in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, Booker. 2 weeks. I'm going to give you next week to just relax and relax. Go train, go warm up the body, go soothe the muscles because you're going to need it because I'm going to bring every ounce of I don't even know, every ounce of being that Perry Saturn has because I want to win that United States Championship back. And then I'm going to start doing the Perry Saturn Open Challenge once again because that was the biggest ratings boost SmackDown has ever seen.
Was it, though?
Is this your show?
No, I'm just
second place? Kid Cash. Yeah, I'm glad Abaddon's losing. Fuck you, Chad. Kid Cash defeats Abaddon in 10:46. WCW's worst talent of all time in 10:46 with a dead level, Chad. What do you feel about Abaddon losing again?
I'll have him win on my show.
Well, he's already wrestling tonight, so he can't. And I'm gonna
I'll have him wrestle on Nitro.
I'm gonna make him wrestle on Raw. You'll never use him, brother. After the fact, Kid Cash, he's on the microphone. He says, "Hey, I heard there's a new sheriff in town. Another man that thinks he can run the show. So Jeff Jarrett, get your ass out here. I want to fight." And Jeff Jarrett never shows up. And Kid Cash just looks sad and more frustrated that Jeff Jarrett just no-sells his call-out. I think we move on to our main event match of the night, Chad. And we do. It's Stone Cold and Randy Savage. Stone Cold defeats him in 15-31, Chad.
People are calling it a dream match, Justin.
Yeah. People were calling it a dream match. Dave Meltzer's been foaming at the mouth over this matchup, and he gets a blue number here. Austin defeating Savage in 15-31. But then after the match, Chad, he's drinking his beer, and he gets attacked by Scott Steiner. The big, bad booty daddy comes out and attacks Stone Cold and calls him fat. He calls him ugly. And he says, next week we're going to have a Steiner shoot, brother.
Ooh.
And that is SmackDown in 86. All 3 shows have got an 86. Can Thunder do it, Chad? Can Thunder beat an 86? We'll have to find out.
Oh, it definitely will. It definitely. And we're here with the Thunder that's going to do better than the other 3 shows for the week. And you can take that to the bank, Justin.
I'm going to get so mad when it gets an 87 for no reason.
It's going to get a 90. What are you talking about?
It's not going to get a 90.
Well, we'll have to see, won't we?
It'll get an 87, and I'm going to get mad about it. This is how it works.
We've got the Spring Stampede Social. So basically, all 6 men are in the ring. And they're just cutting promos on each other before the pay-per-view, And Shamrock, he doesn't say a lot. He doesn't say much. He just kind of looks menacing. He just says, I'm gonna do what I usually do, which is tap people out because, I'm part of the tap out crew. And Rey Mysterio and AJ Styles, they go, yeah, the tap out crew. You mean like how, and look how well you've done. What happened to Rising Sun? Oh, right, yeah, we beat you, right? In that tag team match. In fact, out of everybody in this match, the only people who really won at Rising Sun are me, AJ, and Jeff over here. So honestly, if we're talking about who deserved to be here, and while this entire time this is happening, Shark Boy keeps walking around to everybody, offering them clam juice, and everyone keeps saying no. And Raven, he's just like, he's just like, you know what, Ray, why don't you just shut the hell up, okay? No one cares about what you have to say. Listen, I've been main eventing pay-per-views while you were opening up the show in the Cruiserweight division. And AJ, you just strolled up in here a couple of years ago, and people are donning you the prodigal son, the chosen one, the man who's going to lead this company into the next era. Well, guess what? I'm not done. I'm not done being the final boss, AJ. So if you want to step up to anybody, why don't you step up to me? All right? And AJ's like, listen, Raven, I'll fight you right now. And so there's this big argument that breaks out, and Shark Boy, of all people, says, everyone relax! And everyone looks at Shark Boy, and he says, look, if you're not going to drink the clam juice, then why don't 3 of us beat up the 3 of you, and we can fight it out, and get this all out of our chest, and then maybe we can hang out, drink some clam juice until our big match at Spring Stampede. Now, what do you say, everyone? And everyone, go, you know what, the Shark's onto something. The Shark's onto something. Listen, that sets up a 6-man tag tonight.
Chad and booking a 6-man tag. Name a better couple.
Where's Teddy Long? We got a tag team match. The Sweet Sensations taking on Mike and Mike, and in a decent match, the Sweet Sensations defeat Mike and Mike when Shane Helms pinned Mikey Whipwreck with the Vertebreaker.
Yeah, this match. 3rd time it's happened. But hey, it's pretty all right.
Okay, listen, it's okay. And then after the match, the Sweet Sensation are celebrating, but Team Canada interrupt. And you know what? They stay in the ring and they start leading the crowd in the Canadian national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land. You continue.
Yeah, let's continue with the show. I agree.
And all our stars command. With glowing heart we see the light for true, long, strong, and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Yeah, right.
God,
next segment.
Keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada,
how many
we
verses
stand
are in this
on
song?
guard for thee.
All right, cool. Yeah, next segment.
I've been on the next segment, Chad.
Oh, sorry, I was so distracted by your wonderful singing, I wasn't paying attention. And about that superb wrestling.
You buffoon.
And a decent reaction from the crowd. Ubuntu defeats Billy Kidman with a 450 splash.
Yeah, this, no.
They've got great chemistry.
Not a lot of psychology on display, though, so that stuck. And Dave Meltzer stinks on the announcing desk. But, yeah.
Oh, he was doing so good last week.
Hoovy, 97. Kidman, 89. He's very good on matches that aren't like big time matches like this.
Got it.
Let's you can look down here. He just stinks. It's not good.
Yeah, cool. Oh, Juventud Guerrero, he basically says it's bullshit that he's not in that scramble match.
It is.
It's like
you got a fucking
he's
Shark
like,
Boy in it.
Yeah, and he says, you know what? I'm going to give Sylvester Stallone 1 week, 7 days to fix this mistake, and if he doesn't, then I'm going to make sure I get in that scramble match after I scramble someone's brains with a ring step with a ring bell to the head.
That sounds like it's a threat.
That does sound like a threat.
Holy fuck! I got really tired right there, Chen.
And in a segment, Owen Hart, he's backstage, he's working out, and Sylvester Stallone, he says, "All right, listen, Owen, you and I, we've had our differences in the past, and I don't like you, but listen, we need to impress this free agent. We need to impress the WCW newest signee. We need to make him see that Thunder is the place to be. All right, so I need you to go out there and you need to bring your absolute A game, right? I would prefer you to win. I don't care what happens as long as you go out, steal the show." And he says, "In the show, that's what I do. Alone, I'm gonna give this new guy the welcome he deserves, and I'm gonna show him that if he wants to wrestle the best, then that is the company that is the brand that Owen Hart is on." That's Owen Hart preparing for the mystery opponent.
So if they're trying to convince I feel like Thunder's already got to step up above Nitro, right?
Why would you say that?
This mystery opponent is coming in to face one of Thunder's top talent. How does this not favor Thunder at this point?
Well, let's see what Nitro does to sweeten the pot. Maybe Nitro throws a guy in the match too.
If Nitro was smart about it, yes, that would probably be, if they want in this this fucking bidding war, I think that would probably
But Nitro did give them Hall and Nash's locker room, which we all know is a very nice locker room.
Who gives a fuck about the locker room?
It's got a pool table.
I don't give a shit. This guy wants to figure out who he's what brand's gonna elevate this guy's talent to the top level, Chad. A pool table's not gonna fucking do that.
No, but it's fun.
Chad, this is why you're in second place.
Listen. I agree with you. Let's see what Nitro does. Maybe they have a triple threat. Maybe they make it a 3-way.
I'm now the Booker man of WCW, guys.
You're not the Booker man. I don't respect you, Booker man.
I don't respect you at all.
And it is a match. Samoa Joe defeats Steve Corino with a Dragon Sleeper.
You rat.
Look at that.
Shooting from the hip, brother. Yeah, see, in a shitty match, Shawn Michaels and Dave Meltzer have pretty good chemistry.
That's fair. And after the match, Samoa Joe, he says, "Oh, D, you want to challenge me in the dog collar match? Well, guess what? That's fine with me because you have nowhere to go. You see, I'm not scared of you. I'm not running anywhere. We're going to show exactly that you're way in. You're in way over your head. I beat you once again and retain my television championship." You see, Low D, you really, really have some of the worst decision-making in professional wrestling because anyone with a brain can tell you that you don't want to step Samoa Joe, but you continue to make that mistake over and over again. Low D, I will make sure you never make that mistake again when I send you to the hospital after I kick your ass in a dog collar match and retain the TV championship.
Chad, if you don't, I'm going to start fist fighting your refrigerator, brother.
Oh, yeah, it's not. I didn't even notice it. Next segment. OD, he comes right out to the ring and he has a dog collar on. And he calls himself the low dog. That's what he calls himself, Low Dog. And it is a match. Low Dog defeats Ron Killings with an aerial brainbuster.
What a match.
Yeah. And he says, "Samoa Joe, you're barking up the wrong tree with Low Dog. Listen, at Spring Stampede, you're going to find out who let the dog out." Oh!
Okay.
That was it. Oh, dog. And an about that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Shannon Moore defeats Drago with the Morgasm.
I don't know about that with Morgasm. Jesus Christ.
Match did better than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, Shannon Moore's getting there, brother.
Getting there. And our co-main event, we've got Owen Hart taking on Steven Regal. Maybe a little warm up, maybe to send a message to whoever this new signee is. And about that superb wrestling and great heat, Owen Hart defeats Steven Regal with a sharpshooter.
What message is this going to be shown, Chad?
So, if you can beat a technical star like Steven Regal, I mean, who knows? But after the match, Owen Hart and Steven Regal, they shake hands, a sign of respect. And our main event of the night, a 6-man tag and a superb match. Shark Boy, Rey Mysterio and AJ Styles defeat Shamrock, Raven, and Jeff Hardy, who had to wrestle with the heels tonight because there's not enough heels. Justin, Shark Boy pins Ken Shamrock with the Sharkarana. Justin, big upset. Shark Boy pins the world champion.
Yeah, that's not a good look for your world champion.
Oh, big upset win for Shark Boy. And Justin, does Shark Boy have the momentum going into Spring Stampede?
I think Ray and AJ also have the momentum as well. They have also won 2 matches in a row.
Yes. We'll have to see, but that is Thunder, and we